Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Descent 2nd edition, Journeys in the Dark and the Road to Legend, where we are playing the Rise of All Goblins campaign, and this is episode 3. Right, here we are. We're pretty much, I think this will be the end of the tutorial. We've had an abomination in the shape of an ettin turn up, and we've got 4 flesh moulders. Now, we get to go because we've just started round 5, but I think we need to kill this ettin, and we need to kill it pretty quickly. From what I can gather from the app, it looks like if we kill the ettin, the flesh moulders, they're going to do a runner, and this will probably be the end of the tutorial part of the campaign. So what we'll do is, as we're going to go first, I think Leoric will go first, because that will give us 2 sets of attacks. Leoric himself and, of course, his reanimate. Scal's mentioned, why don't we give him a name? So I thought, yes, we'll give him a name. So he's going to be called Reg. So kudos to anybody who in the comments can guess where I'm getting Reg from. I won't give you his second name because that'll be too easy, but if you can get where I've got Reg from, then well, you don't win anything, but you'll get yourself some kudos down in the comments. Righto, so we want Leoric and Reg to go first, so let's get on with it, and let's get on with their hero activation. And here we are. Oh, just a reminder, of course, poor old Grisban is still knocked out. So, but we'll see about reviving him later. So, Reg is going to go first, because he can either go before Leoric or after Leoric, and he's going to go first. So he gets a red and a blue, and the ettin will get 2 grey. Come on, Reg. Come on, Reggie. Whoop, it's fell out. Woohoo! I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. That's 5 hits, 2 surges. It's only got 2 of these, so that takes that out. But we still get 3 hits, and he can only use 1 of his surges, which is going to be an extra damage. So that is going to be 4 damage. It's on 5. Goodbye, Mr. Abomination. Top banana. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the ettin card. Get rid of the ettin miniature, if you can call it that. And Reg has done the business. What a star man. So I think the first thing we've got to do is we'll go across to the app and see what the app tells us happens once the sort of unique monster has gone. So let's get back over there. And here we are at the app. So let's just press that. So we're defeating the unique. Defeat the abomination. You're damn right. Reg has done it. The abomination flops to the floor with a great splash, his body bursting apart at every seam. You wade out of the foul chamber and climb from the lair. Having assuaged Splig's concern, you begin your hike back toward Tamalir. You win. Woohoo! So, that was pretty easy. I should have just carried on last turn. At the end of each quest, clean up as normal. All heroes recover all damage and fatigue, all condition cards are discarded, the map is disassembled, etc. At this time you should also discard any search cards in your play area. In Road to Legend, search cards do not give the gold value displayed in the lower right corner. Downer. Quests give a combination of rewards, fame, gold, experience and items. All of these are tracked by the Road to Legend. So you do not need to record anything yourself. The uses for these will be explained later in the tutorial. Continue. Right, so there we go. Victory. Our quest rewards: fame gained 5, gold gained 100 and XP gained 3. Fabulous. Right, I'll just leave it here for a second and I will clean up the play area. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're back. Right, so got rid of all of those search cards and everything, apart from the fire flask, because we didn't use it. So I've kept that. I think you get to keep anything like that. So I think we'll be alright. But let me know if not. So so there we go. Well, I suppose we can have a check out at what our guys have got. So let's press that. Oh, so we've now got 728 gold. We've got the chip great axe, the oak staff, the reaper scythe, and the short bow. Coolness. So just get rid of that, do we? Cool. Don't say continue anywhere, does it? And what's that? Got skill training and all that sort of stuff. Woohoo! Got this. You win. Right. How do we continue the journey? Let's just press that. Ah! Got there in the end. Ooh, look. It's Terranoth. Welcome to the campaign map. From this map you can visit cities, delve into new quests and manage your party. Note that at the end of each quest, Road to Legend automatically saves your game. Woohoo! Your game is also saved at the start of each quest, at the start of each round in a quest, and each time you leave a city. Coolness. Speaking of cities, let's head back to Tamalir so you can purchase new equipment and regain any morale that you may have lost during your quest. Damn right. Perform the following. Select Tamalir to travel there. Alright, I'll have to get rid of that. And there it is, there's Tamalir. We've selected it. Tamalir. After the death of King Faladir, the city of Tamalir became the first and greatest of the free cities. Travellers from across the world may be seen on her streets, and coins and languages from a dozen kingdoms are traded back and forth in her many markets. Let's travel. Tutorial. When you arrive at a city, a few things happen. Your morale resets to its starting value. So we're back at 4 up here, which is equal to the number of heroes. If you ever run out of morale, return to a city. Also, each time you travel to a city, that city's inventory is renewed, allowing you the option of purchasing new items. In a city, you can sell and buy new equipment, explore a unique aspect of the city with the city action button, and wait 1 week to allow new inventory to arrive. For now, the city action and wait 1 week options are not available. This is your inventory. To sell an item in your inventory, select its icon and confirm the sale. The cost of some items may be different than what is displayed on your card. This change is intentional and the value displayed in the shop is correct. These are the items for sale in this city. To purchase an item, select its icon and confirm the sale. Also note that each item displays the deck that it belongs to. When you purchase or sell an item, it is drawn from or returned to this deck. Continue. For the purpose of this tutorial campaign, the party starts with an additional 100 gold per hero. Woohoo! Perform the following. Purchase and sell as many items as you would like. When finished, select the leave button to return to the world map. So, what have we got? We have a jewelled mace. We had that, didn't we, with Avaric last time. City Guard's bow, chainmail, ironbound rune, mana weave. Mana weave's good. And serpent dagger. What I'm going to do is I'll pull all these out and we'll have a look at the cards. Won't be a moment. Hello, I'm back. Right, let's go through each one. So we've got a jewelled mace. We have seen this before. Saw it in the last playthrough. So a quick look. So there we go. Costs 100 gold. We could 2 surges and we could get +2 damage on those surges. It is a blue and a green die, which you remember the green die's got quite a few surges on it, and it's one-handed. I don't think we're going to take that. If we had Avaric, we would do, but I'm going to leave that. The next one is the City Guard's Bow, and this one we are going to take. So it's going to cost 75. On a surge we can get +2 damage and +3 range. Exactly the same as the U short bow that Jain has as regards attack dice, a blue and a yellow, but it does do more damage and it does put an extra range on. So this is going to go to Jain. She's not going to sell her U short bow. I'm just going to keep that. We might sell it in the future, but at the moment, as far as I'm aware, you can keep as many weapons as you like. It is just like accessories, you know, like trinkets and stuff. You can only have 3, but I think you can keep as many weapons as you like. So Jain is now going to get the City Guard's Bow, and she's going to equip that at the same time. So we'll just select that here, and we're going to buy the item. After that, we have chainmail at 150. Now we're going to get this as well, because obviously we are going to give it to good old Grisban, because it sounds like he needs it. Keeps getting knocked down. So the biggest thing about this is obviously you get an additional grey defence die. So heavy armour. You cannot equip runes. Fair enough. Your speed is reduced to 4. Well, his speed's only 3 anyway, and cannot be increased above 4. So he's going to buy this. So, bit of a no-brainer. We'll press that. Buy item. We've still got 503 gold left. I'll put the chainmail up there. Next up is an iron-bound rune. So, again, this is a ranged weapon. Magic rune. Exhaust this card after you roll defense dice to add 1 shield to the results. On a surge it gets +1 range and +1 wound, and on another surge it can have +1 wound, and it is a blue and a red die. So this is pretty good. So we're going to take this and we're going to give it Leoric. We're going to keep his Reaper's Scythe though. The reason for that is if he's ever next to sort of, you know, any monster and it's really weak and just needs finishing off, we may well equip the Reaper's Scythe because he would get 1 health back. So we'll keep his Reaper's Scythe, but at the moment he's going to take this Ironbound rune. And we'll buy that item. That puts us down to 328 gold. Next up, we have the Serpent Dagger. So let's have a look at this. If the target is poisoned, this attack gains +2 damage. On 2 surges, the target is poisoned, even if you didn't deal any damage. And it's got Pierce 2. It is a red and a green die. I think we'll leave that. So we'll leave that along with the jeweled mace. If I had some sort of assassin character, I'd have probably picked that. And the last one is Mana Weave, which is a rune. So we've seen this before. After rolling an attack dice, exhaust this card to add 1 surge to the results. Now, normally I would give this Grisban, but we've just given him the chainmail and he's not allowed to use runes. But it is good. We are going to give it someone. And I think we are going to give it to... well, we're either going to give it to Jain or to Ashrian. Who's got the best surge on their weapon? Jain has. Jain can get +2 damage or +3 range with the City Guard's Bow. So we're going to give this trinket, this rune, sorry, to Jain. So she's going to get that. So we will buy that. Buy item. We shall. So we're down to 203 gold. But that's fine. We've still got plenty left. So all we're not buying is the jeweled mace and the serpent dagger. So we'll put them back into the Act 1 equipment cards. And that is it, I think. So we shall press leave. On the lower right side of the screen are your party management options, so we'll go through those now. Training, inventory and log. These buttons display management tools that will help you track your progress through the campaign. Select the training button. The training screen displays the XP each hero has earned and the skills belonging to each hero's class. You can spend your XP by selecting the appropriate skills. Remove the class card from your class deck and place it in front of you as normal. Perform the following: spend XP, then select an area outside of the window to close the training screen. Right, so 3 XP, woohoo! So it's already selected is Grisban, and this is what he could possibly get. Right, I'm just going to have a look at those cards, will not be a moment. Okay, I'm back. I've decided to take the following. First of all, we're going to take Brute. So that's going to cost us 1. You gain +4 health. He'll definitely need that. So he'll go up to 18 health. Whenever you stand up or are revived by another hero, you recover 2 additional health. Brilliant. So that is going to be really helpful. So we're going to select that. And his final 2 XP are going to be spent on the card I've just dropped on the floor, which is Charge. So as an action, he can move up to his speed, then perform an attack with a melee weapon. So let's have him being able to like burst out of the ranks and put a hurting on those monsters. That'll cost him 2 fatigue. So those are the 2 that he's picked. So I'll put those over here. So he now has Rage, Brute and Charge. So let's select that. So his are picked. Let's move on to Ashrian. And I'll just look at her cards and see what I'm going to pick. Hello, I'm back. Been researching. Right, the 2 we're going to take Drain Spirit, which is this one. So as an action, we perform an attack. If we deal at least 1 damage after defense dice have been rolled, each hero within 3 spaces of you, including yourself, recovers 1 wound. So that's pretty good, if I can remember it, which is going to be the problem. And the other one we're going to take is Shared Pain. So we're only going to spend 2. So Shared Pain, Spirit Speaker, as an action, perform an attack. If you deal at least 1 damage, again after a defense dice have been rolled, each other figure in the target's monster group suffers 1 damage. It says nothing about them being in any sort of range, so just everybody in that group will suffer damage, so that's pretty good. We're just going to have those 2. We're not going to spend the 3rd one. We're not going to bother getting Healing Rain. We're going to save it for later. So that's her done. And we go on to our Wildlander, who is Jain Fairwood. And here we are with Jain. And what I'm going to pick for Jain is, first of all, I'm going to pick Accurate. So let's have a look at that. Each time you perform an attack with a bow, you may re-roll 1 power die. Limit once per attack. Reroll, love it. Just love re-rolls, so we're going to have that. And the next one we're going to take is Fleet of Foot. Mainly because she's got 5 movement already and nimble. And with Fleet of Foot, each time you suffer a fatigue to gain 1 movement point, you instead receive 2 movement points. Each time you use Nimble, you may move 2 spaces instead of 1. Now, the idea behind that is I want somebody who can really move around. I noticed in Forgotten Souls that, you know, it's if you can have one character that can get to a objective really quickly, that helps. So I think Fleet of Foot will help. She's got Nimble and Accurate. Accurate will help her with her attacks. So I think those 2 are pretty good. So that's her done. And next up we will have Leoric, who is a necromancer. And here's Leoric. What are we going to pick for him? Well, I've decided, first of all, we're going to take Fury of Undeath. 1, because it sounds cool. 2, as an action, exhaust this card to activate your reanimate. Your reanimate still activates this turn as normal, so it's like an extra attack. So, brilliant. And we've seen how strong he can be. So, Reg could get a couple of goes in a turn. So, Fury of Undeath, we love it. So, we'll take that. And we shall also take Vampiric Blood. So, Vampiric Blood, your reanimate adds 1 additional yellow power die to its attack pool. Each time you or your reanimate defeats a monster, you recover 1 fatigue. So again, I really like this. I think this will be strong. So that is his 2 XP skill. And the boys are all done. So let's do what it said. Tap outside. And now we'll have a look at all the other goodies that the app does for us. Select the inventory button. So we'll select that. This is your inventory. It displays your starting equipment, the shop items you have purchased and any relics you have won. After loading your game, visit this screen to remind yourself which item you have in your inventory. Your gold is also displayed in your inventory. Perform the following. Close the inventory screen when you are ready. So, continue. But, just quick look. See, there's all the stuff we just bought. That's all in there. We didn't sell anything, so all our starting equipment's there as well. What I have noticed is it didn't keep the fire flask, so I've got rid of that. You might just have to use them during an encounter that you do, so I have got rid of that. Let me know if I can keep it, but just on the off chance I can't, I've just got rid of it. Right, so let's close that. Perform the following. Select the log button. The log displays a recap of each week's events. Although it is not necessary to reference this screen after loading your game, doing so can help you remember the choices you have made in the story thus far. The log also displays your current objective. If you need direction or a reminder as to your current objective during a quest, it can be found here. The log also displays your party's fame. As you succeed at the tasks set against you, your fame increases. Fame also increases when you choose to act with courage, flair or selflessness during quests or travel events. However, should you act selfishly or with cowardice, fame will decrease. The higher your fame, the better your selection of items in the city. Return to the world map when you are ready. Excellent. So we're noteworthy. Woohoo! The next story quest has appeared. Playing story quests moves the campaign forward. When a story quest timer expires, you are forced to attempt it before travelling anywhere else on the map. There are 3 weeks remaining on this quest before you must attempt it. This is a perfect opportunity to take on a side quest. Dun, dun, dun. Side quests are a great way to earn extra gold, fame and other rewards. Side quests do not advance the campaign's story, but travelling to one progresses the campaign by 1 week. There are 2 side quests to choose from in the free campaign. You can select each side quest to display more information about it. Terranoth is a living, breathing world filled with struggling hamlets, wandering monsters and ambitious individuals. When you travel to a quest or city, your party will frequently encounter these members of the world. However, you engage these events, your actions will have repercussions. Choose wisely and act valiantly. The world is watching. Perform the following. This tutorial has ended. Players should continue playing side and story quests as well as shopping and training until the campaign ends. If any questions arise regarding rules or affect interactions, players should consult the online PDF of the rules. Continue. Righto. So, that is the end of the tutorial and the annoying pop-ups. But I did find it very useful. It's not the best for, like, watching, if you're a viewer, because it is a bit stop-start, but it's helped me out a great deal. So as it stands, we're in Tamalir. We've got a couple of side quests. We can pick one. So what are they? Let's have a look. The Treasure of Davin Throm. Rumours abound that the resting place of Davin Throm has been found. Its treasures are no longer pursued. However, for those who go looking, never return. And the other one is up here. The Worst Exotic Myriad Inn. Travellers continue to disappear from this stretch of road despite the area being cleared of bandits and other fouler predators. Your only lead is at the nearby illustrious roadside inn that continues to expand, improve and prosper. People disappear and the inn's getting better. Well, wonder what's happening there. Let's cancel that. So we will pick one of those side quests next turn. If anybody's got any particular request for either of those, let me know in the comments. But we'll leave it here. So there we are. We managed to defeat the Abomination. Grisban is back on his feet again. We've bought some new stuff, some new gear, and we have leveled up by getting some new class abilities. So coolness. So we'll leave it there with our heroes in Tamalir deciding whether to go to the roadside inn or to do a bit of dungeon delving. And yes, good episode. Though I must admit, if I'd known it was going to end so quickly, the actual fight against the Abomination, I'd have probably done it last episode. But there you go. So that is the end of this episode. And thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for all the subscriptions. We're at 950. That is amazing. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for all the support and for all the tips, the hints, and for pointing out where I've gone wrong. Please don't feel like you're bugging me if you put a succession of, like, you've done this wrong, you've done this wrong, you've done this wrong. I am not, it does not bother me in the slightest. Please do so. I would rather know where I am going wrong. So don't think that I get annoyed or, like, I start praying to my Cthulhu, like, God in the corner to have you taken care of. Not at all. Please keep pointing out where I go wrong. I do not mind at all. And I hope that you will join me for the next episode of Descent 2nd Edition, Journeys in the Dark, Road to Legend and the Rise of All Goblins campaign. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.